Okay, welcome to a class on John Locke, perhaps the most famous British empiricist. And so Locke carries on a lot of the ideas that we found in Francis Bacon. In fact, I think book 3, where he discusses how nothing exists except particulars, individual things, and we come to general laws by observing particular things, is obviously very close to the induction process that Francis Bacon spoke about. But the main thing that John Locke is associated with, and book 1 of his essay concerning human understanding, straight away kicks off with no innate knowledge, principles, truths. We are not born with knowledge. That's what the John Locke argues. He didn't like this idea that was in Descartes and in many old philosophers as well, that we are born with some kind of knowledge, maybe mathematical knowledge that we're born with. And I'm sure a lot of you out there might be thinking, how can we be born with mathematical knowledge? Well, certainly John Locke is on your side, because he points out that the most common argument in favour of innate principles or innate knowledge, the most common argument is that of universal assent. And what he means is people argue that, rationalists argue that mathematical laws, for example, geometric laws, everybody agrees to them. Or if we take some really, really simple basic things like these two, what is, what exists, or it is impossible for the same thing to be and not to be, If we just take those two, which are really saying the same thing, they're saying that a thing is identical to itself. Clearly this is self-evident. It's a tautology. It's another way of putting it. It's a tautology. It's true in virtue of the way it's expressed. And very often rationalists, for example, Cartesians, people who followed Descartes, they argued that everybody agrees that these are true, and it's because these are innate in some kind of way. We are born with these ideas inside us, in some kind of way. And that's why we use the word innate, meaning inborn, that we're born with these ideas already, with these mathematical ideas. But straight away, Locke points out, well, they're not known to children, they're not known to idiots. He does use that word as well, idiots. And so these self-evident truths which everybody assents to, well, that's not actually true. It's not true that everybody assents to them. And so this argument, and Locke agrees that if everybody did assent to them, then that would be good evidence that they were innate. But the fact that they don't, the fact that there are little children that certainly don't think, yes, a thing is identical to itself, and even if you proposed it to them, they might not understand what you mean, when you say a thing is identical to itself. And so these self-evident truths, that there are 180 degrees in a triangle, internal angles of a triangle, well, they're not known to these people for a start, and so this question of universal assent, well, it's simply untrue that everybody agrees that self-evident truths are correct. It's just the majority of people that agree. It's not everybody that agrees. There are also madmen as well and things like that. And so he argues if principles are innate, well, then even children will know them. Even children will be able to show you all of these self-evident mathematical axioms. All of these things which are true in virtue of the way they are expressed. But that's not the case. And so he deals with the first objection. The first objection is that these truths